Jai Gurudev. So I hope everybody sent in their papers. I only see the people online who've sent in their papers, huh? Okay. So should we begin with page 118? Yeah. Any questions before we begin? No? So who will begin reading page 118? Mitesh, you can add a few more people, na? At least a couple more you can add.
I said that they're not coming. Mohit is scared to come.
Mohit, I won't ask you any homework, any questions. Come. Who's going to begin reading?
I can do that.
Okay.
Page 118, right?
Yeah.
Vasistha continued. O Rama, be established in truth and live in freedom in a mindless state. Behave not like the demons Dhamma, Vyala, and Kata, whose story I shall presently narrate to you. In the netherworld there was a mighty demon known as Sambara. He was a past master in the art of magic. He created a magic city. He was a terror to the gods of heaven. When he was asleep or away from his city, the gods took advantage of the situation and killed his army. Enraged, the demon invaded heaven. The gods, afraid of his magic powers, hid themselves. He could not fight them. In order to protect his forces, the demon created 3 other demons, Dhamma, Vyala, and Kata. These 3 had no previous incarnation, and hence they were free from every type of mental conditioning. They had no fear, doubt, or other predispositions. They did not flee before the enemy. They were not afraid of death. They did not know the meaning of war, victory, or defeat. In fact, they were not independent jiva at all. They were merely the robot-like working projections of the demon Sambara. The demon Sambara dispatched his invulnerable army, protected by the 3 new invincible but unarmed demons, to fight the gods. A fierce hand-to-hand fight ensued. The 3 principal demons looked for the principal gods, but they could not be found. The demons went back to Sambara to report to him. The gods prayed to the creator Brahma, who appeared before them at once, and begged him to find a way to destroy the 3 demons. Brahma said, O gods, Sambara cannot be killed now. It is wise for you to retreat from battle. In due course, on account of their engagement in this war, the ego sense will arise in these 3 demons. Then they will be subjected to psychological conditioning and develop latent tendencies. Just now, they are utterly devoid of the ego sense and its adjuncts, conditioning and tendencies. They, in whom the ego sense, me, and its counterpart, the tendencies, do not exist, know neither desire nor anger. They are invincible. He who is bound by the ego sense, me, and by the conditioning of the mind, even if he is regarded as a great man or a man of great learning, can be defeated even by a child. In fact, the notions of I and mine are the eager receptacles of sorrow and suffering. He whose mind is conditioned can be defeated. In the absence of such conditioning, even a mosquito becomes immortal.
Okay. So what did you learn from this page?
That even if you are
Somebody who has no ego sense, what about him? Somebody else answer now.
They are invincible, is what it says.
Because there is no sense of I and mine. Yeah? There is no I and you. There is no duality only in his mind. There is nothing like jealousy or fear or anger. None of these vices are there. You cannot even bribe such a demon. Yeah? He is all powerful. So till now we had seen all gods and angels who were all powerful. Now you're seeing a demon that is all powerful because there is no duality. Yeah? Got it? There is no ego sense. Look at that last paragraph. That's the most important here. They in whom the ego sense, he's saying me, but it's I, the way we have understood it till today, that I, and its counterpart, the tendencies, all the tendencies of the mind, yeah, mind, raga, dvesha, all those, they do not exist, no neither desire nor anger. When there is no I, there is no you. So how can I be angry with you? Yeah? So there is no anger and there is no desire because there is no separation only. Desires arise only when I feel I'm not complete and the other can complete me. So there is a separation in the mind. So when I feel that something else or someone else can complete me, then only will desire arise, no? Yeah, this is so beautiful. So those in whom the ego sense I, neither that exists nor the tendencies exist, they will never know desire nor anger. Yeah. They are invincible. He who is bound by the ego sense, me, and by the conditioning of the mind, even if he is regarded as a great man or a man of great learning, can be defeated even by a child. Yes? See, your own ego, that I in you, can totally destroy you. Yeah, completely. And a kid can destroy you. Yeah, a child can do that. That is the danger of I. In fact, the notions of I and mine are the eager receptacles of sorrow and suffering. He whose mind is conditioned can be defeated. You remember conditioning? It starts with I, then I want this, I don't want this, I like this, I don't like this, and then those impressions collect. And they go on collecting. Whatever I see, I get conditioned with that. Whatever I touch, I get conditioned. Whatever I taste, smell, hear, whatever I expose myself to, the company I keep, the environment I am in, the food that I eat, all this is conditioning. Remember conditioning now? Yeah. So, he whose mind is conditioned can be defeated. In the absence of such conditioning, even a mosquito becomes immortal. Yes? Okay. Move on to the next page. Who will read now?
I can read.
Go ahead.
Brahma concluded, do what you can to create in the demons the feelings of I and mine. Since they are ignorant creatures of the demon Sambara, they will easily fall to this fate. They can be easily defeated by you all. Having said thus, the creator Brahma vanished. The gods rested in their abodes for a while, in preparation for a fresh onslaught on the demons. The renewed fighting between the armies of the gods and the demons was even more fierce than the previous one. The continued involvement in fighting generated in the three demon leaders the basic notion of I am. Even as a mirror reflects an object held close to it, one's behavior reflects as the ego sense in one's consciousness. However, if this behavior is held at a distance from consciousness, and there is no identification with such behavior, the ego sense does not arise. Once this ego sense arose, there quickly followed the desire for the prolongation of life in the body, acquisition of wealth, health, pleasure, etc. These desires greatly debilitated their personality. Then arose confusion in their minds, which in turn gave rise to the feelings of this is mine and this is my body. All these inevitably resulted in inefficiency and inability to do their own work. They were greatly attached to eating and drinking. Objects gave them feelings of pleasure and thus robbed them of their freedom. With the loss of freedom, their courage also went and they experienced fear. They were terribly worried at the very thought, we shall die in this war. The gods took advantage of this situation and began to attack these demons. The three demons who were possessed by fear of death fled. When the demon army saw that their invincible protectors had fled before the invading gods, they were thoroughly demoralized. The demons fell by the thousands. When the demon Sambara heard that his army had been routed by the gods, he was furious. Referring to the three invincible demons, Dama, Vyala, and Kata, he demanded, where have they gone? Afraid of his wrath, these three demons took refuge in the nethermost world. Though the demons, Dama, Vyala, and Kata, were really free from the cycle of birth and death, on account of their ego sense, they had to be subjected to birth and death. After a number of incarnations in different subhuman species, they now live as fish in a lake in Kashmir.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did this happen? Somebody who was so invincible, how did that person lose his power? Just by
The notion of I exist.
I started that I. Once that I began, then I want this, I want that. Okay. Somebody needs to mute. Okay. Yeah, so the continued involvement, the third paragraph I'm reading. The continued involvement in fighting generated in the three demon leaders the basic notion of I am. Even as a mirror reflects an object held close to it, one's behavior reflects as the ego sense in one's consciousness. Yeah? Consciousness is compared to a mirror, and the object, they are making this behavior. Behavior looks as if it is the ego, yeah, in the mirror of the consciousness. However, if this behavior is held at a distance from consciousness and there is no identification with such behavior, the ego sense does not arise. What does this mean? Perfect. Bullseye. Yeah? When you separate yourself completely from everything that is happening in the surroundings, in this body-mind complex, including the actions that this body-mind complex is doing, the moment I separate myself from it, I am in Sakshi Bhav. Yes? And that time there is no I. The doership has dropped away. Everything is happening. Everything is happening in this environment, in this body, in this mind. But I do not identify with it. I am watching from a distance. I am a witness. I am a Sakshi. Yeah? And then the ego sense does not arise, which means there is no doership. Yeah? And therefore, there is no karma. Yeah, that's how Ishavasya Upanishad began, na? This is the way you do your karma. Every little action you do like this, yeah, Whatever you do, you surrender or distance yourself completely. Yes. In Sakshi, when you live, karma na lipyate. No karma will touch you. Clear? Very important paragraph. You can highlight it. Make your notes there. This is the way karma does not arise. Yeah? Vasistha may not use the word Sakshi Bhav, but it's exactly the same thing, explained in a different way. This means somebody who is enlightened. If that person completely loses his center and again falls prey to Maya, he can get lost into it again. Yeah? So, once this ego sense arose, there quickly followed the desire for prolongation of life in the body, acquisition of wealth, health. So, even if you get enlightened, that does not mean that, oh, it's all done. No. Yeah? This has to be a constant journey. Yeah? Being in the center, being in Sakshi Bhav. Otherwise, all these things again arise and you are lost. Yeah? Then there arose confusion in their minds, which in turn gave rise to feelings of this is mine and this is my body. All these inevitably resulted in inefficiency and inability to do their own work, and they were greatly attached to eating and drinking. Objects gave them the feeling of pleasure and thus robbed them of their freedom. With the loss of freedom, their courage also went, and they experienced fear. Yes? See, once you experience fear, it's very difficult to get out of it. Yeah? So, take this as a warning. Even when you get enlightened, fear will come back very late. First, these little things will come. Wealth and health and long life and beautiful woman. Fear will come a little late. Even if before fear comes, you take care of yourself and come back to your center, it's easy. But once that fear comes, it's done. It's like you will have to take another birth to get out. Remember? Ashtavakra number 13, fear is like salt. Which is the only fear?
Fear of death.
Perfect. Fear of death. There is no other fear really. Yes? Fear of losing this body. That is the only fear, he says. And it is true. So, that is the last straw. If you get there, that fear, it's done. You will have to take birth even if you were enlightened. Yes, so take this story as a word of caution. You'll be born and be living like a fish in some lake in Kashmir. Let's go ahead. Page 120. Who's going to read page 120?
I can read.
Okay.
Lama asked, O holy sage, pray, tell me when and how the three demons will attain liberation. Vasistha replied, Lama, when they listen to the narration of their story and are reminded of their own essential nature as pure consciousness, they will be liberated. In course of time, there will arise a city named Adhisthana in the middle of the country known as Kashmir. In the center of that city, there will be a hill whose peak a skyscraper. In a corner of that building, the demon Vyala will be born as a sparrow. In that building, a king known as Yasaskar will reside. The demon Dama will be born as a mosquito and reside in a hole in one of the pillars of that palace. Elsewhere in that city, there will be a palace known as Rajnawali Vihara, which will be inhabited by the state minister known as Narsimha. The demon Kala will be born as a bird, Maina, and live in that palace. One day that minister Narsimha will recite the story of the three demons, Dama, Vyala and Kala. Listening to it, the Maina will be enlightened. It thought that his original personality was but a magical creation of the demon Samvara. This recollection will free it from the magic of Samvara. The demon Kala will thus attain liberation. Other people will recount this story and the sparrow will also attain liberation after listening to it. Thus will the demon Vyala attain liberation. In the same way, the mosquito demon Dama will also listen to this story and will also attain liberation. Such is the story, O Brahma, of Dama, Vyala and Kata, who on account of their ego sense and their cravings fell into hell. All this is nothing more than the play of ignorance and delusion. All these notions of I and you, O Rama, are unreal. That you and I are seen to be real entities does not alter the truth. Even if a dead person appears before you now, he is still dead. In fact, it is the pure consciousness that entertains the impure notion of I am, playfully as it were, and without ever renouncing its essential nature as consciousness, experiences the distorted image of itself within itself. Even though this distorted image is truly unreal, the ego sense I am believes it to be real and gets deluded.
Yeah. Nice story, no? Yeah. The last two paragraphs tell you again and again, re-emphasizing the fact that this is all a dream. Yeah. This is nothing but a dream. And he re-emphasizes with that sentence saying that even if a dead person appears before you right now, he is still dead. Yeah, you cannot change that fact. Like that only, this is really a dream. It is only an illusion, it's not real. Yeah, and is all conjured up by your own mind. We'll read the bold sutra. It is the pure consciousness that entertains the impure notion of I am, playfully as it were, and without ever renouncing its essential nature as consciousness, experiences the distorted image of itself within itself. Yeah? Remember we spoke about this during Ishavasya? The consciousness only out of its own self creates this Maya and then gets lost in this Maya and plays in this Maya. Yeah? Gets totally confused and one day wakes up and then starts moving towards liberation and then gets liberated. It's all a play, a game. The same thing he has said in this one sutra. Even though this distorted image is truly unreal, the ego sense I am believes it to be real and gets deluded. Yeah? It is all unreal. Clear? That page is clear, the story is clear so far. Yeah, they got liberated. And how did they get liberated?
They heard their story, so that yourself again. They say
Exactly.
like they wake up, see who you are. Your true self.
Beautiful. You remember we've done this long back. Yeah, there are three types or three ways, or you can say three speeds of enlightenment. Yeah, some people are very sharp, and just by listening they can get enlightened. Shravaka, remember? Yes, they can go really fast. Then there are some who by listening it doesn't happen, their own mind keeps coming in the way, and then they have to practice. Yes, they do manana again and again, again and again, revisiting the same knowledge. Yes, some people have to do it. Yeah, maybe one scripture, two scriptures, three scriptures, maybe 10. It's okay. Yeah, manana. Yeah, and some have to keep toiling forever. Yeah, they're the slowest to get there. It is also sattvic, rajasic and tamasic kinds of people. Yeah, they take their own time to get there. Yes, so these were, obviously they had only one tainted birth, yeah, of mental conditioning, so it was very quick for them. Just by listening, the sparrow, the myna, and what was the third? The mosquito. Yeah, just by listening to their own story, they got enlightened. Yeah. Page 121. Who will read?
I can read.
Okay.
Vasistha continued, O Rama, they who are established in the state of liberation, as pointed out by the scriptures, surely cross this ocean of world appearance as their consciousness flows towards the self. But they who are caught in the net of polemics, which are only productive of sorrow and confusion, forfeit their own highest good. Even in the case of path shown by the scriptures, only one's direct experience leads one along the safest way to the supreme goal. What else is left of a greedy man except a handful of ashes? But he who looks upon the world as less valuable than a blade of grass never comes to grief. He who has fully realized the infinite is protected by cosmic deities. Hence, one should not set foot on the wrong path even in times of great distress. He who has earned a good reputation through a virtuous life gains whatever has not been gained, and is rid of misfortune. Only he can be considered a human being who is not complacent with his own virtue, who is devoted to the teaching he has heard, and who strives to tread the path of truth. Others are animal in human disguise. He who is filled with the milk of human kindness is surely the abode of Lord Hari, who is said to dwell in the ocean of milk.
Okay. So now he's laying down principles for you. Yeah, what kind of a life we should live. Right from the first sentence, they who are established in the state of liberation, as pointed out by the scriptures, will cross this ocean of world appearance or Maya. What do you mean by established in the state of liberation?
They are enlightened.
Sorry?
They are enlightened, but they're still in the physical body.
Yeah, but he's not just talking about the enlightened people. He's talking about a person who is practicing sanyam. All of us, people like all of us who are seekers of the truth. Yeah, established in the state does not mean after getting enlightened only. Constantly bringing my mind again and again to that Chidakasha. I am constantly making that effort to move in that direction. Yes, people who are lost in this Maya are constantly making an effort to acquire something materially. Have you noticed? Yeah? And people who are on this spiritual path are constantly making an effort again and again to train the mind, train the emotions, and somehow keep walking this path. Have you noticed that thing in you? Yeah? For some time you get lost in the Maya, again you bring yourself back, you pick up Yoga Vasistha, you pick up something, yeah, and or something or the other, you make an effort to come back. Have you noticed? Yeah? You miss a few Yoga Vasistha sessions and see how you feel. Yeah? That pinch. You are only doing it to yourself. You are bringing yourself again and again and again back to the path. Yes? So, this is what he's talking about. Those who keep bringing themselves again and again and coming to the state of liberation does not mean that they are liberated already. Yeah? Rita ji, can you hear me? She said she lost audio. Can everybody else hear me? Yeah. Rita ji, you might want to log out and log back in. So, those who are established in the state of liberation, as pointed out by the scriptures, will definitely cross this Maya. Yeah? Because their consciousness flows towards the self. Again and again, your consciousness is flowing towards the self. People who are lost in this material world and are only focusing on the material world, yeah? Like we did the sutras on Sunday, those who worship only that which is manifest. Yeah? Those are the people he's talking about. They are caught in the net of polemics. What is polemics? Oh no, what I see, this material world is real. I cannot see God, God cannot be real. Yeah? Constantly attacking the existence of God or looking for proof. If somebody's mind is filled with doubt, such a mind can never open up in life. Yes? And if such a mind can never open up, how can such a mind ever walk towards liberation? Right? Yeah? So, a soul which is lost in the manifest is net of polemics. Yeah? If you want to connect it with Sunday Sutras. And then they forfeit their own highest good. Yeah. Even in the case of the path shown by the scriptures, only one's direct experience leads one along the safest way to the supreme goal. Yes, how much ever you hear from me, from Gurudev, yeah, from Ashtavakra, this is still Prabhava Jnana. Yes? He says the safest way, the sure shot way would be your own Swabhava Jnana, your own experience. Yes? So do not stop short of that. Keep doing your Purushartha. Huh?
Keep doing your homework.
Keep doing your homework, Sandesh. Perfect. Yeah, don't stop short of that. Till that day, keep doing your homework. Sandesh gave you the homework now. Yeah. Second paragraph. What else is left of a greedy man except a handful of ashes? But he who looks upon the world as less valuable than a blade of grass never comes to grief. Now homework for you really. You look within. So many years, 2 years, almost 3 years now for most of you. Yeah. Are you still looking at this world as, my God, very important? Everything here is very important. All this material aspirations, name, fame, money, beautiful woman, handsome guy, whatever. Yeah. Do you still place that at a very high priority? More than knowledge? Homework for you. Yeah? You see, introspect. Go within when I'm reading this paragraph. Look within yourself. He who has fully realized the infinite is protected by cosmic deities. Who is he talking about? Who are the cosmic deities?
Devas and Devis.
Yes, the Devas. Yeah. So, I remember I told you, no? Devas are not here to punish you or harm you. They really take care of you. Yes, and the person who's really making an effort on this path, yeah, is walking towards the supreme truth. They will always assist you. Yeah, they will always bless you. They are here to comfort you. Yeah. So, you're always protected by them. Hence, one should not set foot on the wrong path, even in times of great distress. However difficult times come your way, yeah, never get onto the wrong path. Yeah? Wrong path means what? Yeah? Doing anything wrong, yeah, that will go against your own conscious. Inside you will feel a pinch. I don't even need to make a list of what the things are. Yeah? You will feel a pinch from inside. Oh, this is not right. That's it. It should stop you. Does that pinch stop you? You ask yourself. Or do you start walking the wrong path sometimes? He who has earned a good reputation through a virtuous life gains whatever has not been gained and is rid of misfortune. What does he mean by misfortune here? Agami karma. Yeah? Read it again. He who has earned a good reputation through a virtuous life gains whatever has not been gained and is rid of misfortune. If you keep doing the right things, virtuous things, yeah, you will not land up creating any agami karma. Yeah, you will be rid of misfortune. Only he can be considered a human being who is not complacent with his own virtue, who is devoted to the teaching he has heard, and who strives to tread the path of truth. 3 things he gave you, huh? From these 3 things, see, do you have all 3 of them? Are you treading the path of virtue? Yeah. Incessantly, constantly, however difficult it is for you, are you treading the path? Yeah. Second, are you devoted to this teaching? Everything that Gurudev is teaching, are you devoted to it? Yes. And third, are you complacent with your own virtue? You should not be complacent. What's the meaning of that?
Overconfidence, kind of.
Not just that.
It's almost laziness, like you're satisfied where you are.
Huh. It's okay, I don't need to get better than this. Yeah. Oh, I don't need any more good karma. This is enough. Yeah. So somebody who just says that I don't care too much after this, yeah, is complacency. Got it? Yeah. All the time moving away from the negative towards the positive should be the way to lead life. Yeah. If you have all these 3, then you are human, he says. Others are animals in human disguise. Homework number 2 for you, huh? Are you human? Do you fit in Vasistha's definition of humanness? Huh? That's homework number 2. He who is filled with the milk of human kindness is surely the abode of the Lord Hari. who is said to dwell in the ocean of milk. Yeah. Kindness, love, all this is our nature. That's the way we are naturally. Yeah. Look within and see. Yeah. Remove all this superficial pretenses of being harsh, of being egoistic. We've created some kinds of shells and walls around ourselves. Yeah? Break these. These are because of our own insecurities. Yeah? So what? The other person will take undue advantage of you, of your being a kind person? Doesn't matter. Let him take. Yeah? Be of some use in the world. To somebody at least. Yeah? Let that natural state come out. Stop this. We have a superficial mask, a pretense we all are carrying. Your pretense comes on the moment you step out of your car and step into your office. Have you noticed? Yeah? Recognize this. Mitesh is hiding his face behind the book. Yeah? Recognize this. Yeah? Where am I pretending? Where am I not natural, not myself? Yeah? Homework number 3. 3, 4, I forgot the number. Yeah? Break this pretense, doesn't matter. I will be natural, I will be myself. Yeah? Whatever is required of me in that situation, I will do, but I will be natural. No pretense. Yeah? Stop being fake in life. You understand? Fake. Making conversation for the sake of making conversation. Yeah? Not being natural, showing off, not being what you are. Yeah? For some time that mask comes on. Yeah? Let's take up homework for 1 week. At least for 1 week, no masks. I'm going to drop it the moment it comes up. Just 1 week. Can we do it? Yeah. And just see how it feels to be natural. Natural in office, wherever, with colleagues, with friends you go out, in art of living. Yeah. Sometimes with family also you're fake. Yeah. Let's all be natural.
So I have a question here.
Huh.
So as we go on this path, definitely your perception about everything begins to change.
Yes.
And then you hang out with muggles, you hang out with people who are not on this path.
Yeah.
You can't just stop hanging out with them. You have to pretend. You have to have conversation, right? You can't just say, okay, I'm going to be natural. Okay, bye-bye. Right?
True.
So your comments on that?
Even when you are out with people who do not talk spirituality, okay, and that's all you want to talk about, yeah, slowly you can talk about spirituality without making it spirituality, yeah, about the good things in life, things that bring comfort to you. Yeah, somebody asked me the same question here, yeah, that all my friends are all gossip kinds. And I just hate it now. It's been some 8 months for that person in Ashtavakra who asked me. That now I don't want to gossip, but what do? I can't just let go of my friends. I have this big war going on inside when I'm there. So I said, so what brings comfort to you? So just talking good things rather than gossip. I said, let's steer the conversation. You change it. It is in your hands. Anybody can pick up a conversation and say, oh, this person is bad and this person did this, and then everybody joins. Yeah, you start something good. Yeah, and then see how everybody joins. You have it in you. You can steer the conversation. Yeah? You protect your mind, because that is what is mental conditioning. And that I'll tell all of you, huh? Sometimes you have to make big sacrifices to protect your own mind. That only you can decide. It has to be a personal decision. Protect your own mind at any cost. At any cost. Yes, your mental conditioning at a very subtle level creates impressions within you. Yeah? And one day this impression makes you act. There, you will throw one seed out. Yeah? And I tell you, TV is one such mental conditioning. Yeah? Whatever you'll watch, any movie, you see a ghost movie, yeah, some horror movie, and you sleep, definitely in the night you will have that ghost come. Oh, he's probably standing at the door. Yeah. Fear creates an immediate strong impression that you see in a day or two. Huh? But everything else creates an impression. Watching an action film creates impression. Gossiping with somebody creates an impression on my mind, and it's so subtle I don't see it. Fear creates the strongest impression on your mind. Yeah? So I will really tell you that use your viveka. Yeah? And we've all done Narada Bhakti Sutras in this group. Yeah? You remember Narada's first sutra? Shun bad company. Yes? Directly he says, you have to do tyaga. Asango tyaga. Do you remember? Yes? Remember, Narada was a little straightforward in these things. Yeah? Not politically right at all. Yeah? He directly says kusanga tyaga. Yeah? That's now your personal decision. Bad company will definitely create impressions in your mind and affect your mental conditioning. Therefore, it is up to you to either steer that bad towards good or completely tyag, drop it. Yeah? Use your viveka. That does not mean, okay, from today onwards I am tyagging my entire family. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Huh? You cannot completely drop and run away to the Himalayas also. So use your viveka. Next paragraph, you can continue reading.
Whatever has to be enjoyed has already been enjoyed. Whatever has to be seen has been seen. What else is there new in this world which a wise man should seek? Hence, one should be devoted to one's duty as ordained by the scriptures, having given up all the cravings for pleasure. Adore the saints, this will save you from death. Adhering to the injunctions of the scriptures, one should patiently wait for perfection which comes in its own time. Arrest the downward trend by studying this holy scripture for liberation. Inquire constantly into the nature of truth, knowing that this is but a reflection. Do not be led by others. Only animals are led by others. Wake up from the slumber of ignorance. Wake up and strive to end old age and death. Wealth is the mother of evil. Sense pleasure is the source of pain. Misfortune is the best fortune. Rejection by all is victory. Life, honor, and noble qualities blossom and attain fruition in one whose conduct and behavior are good and pleasant, who is devoted to seclusion and who does not crave for the pleasures of the world which lead to suffering.
Okay. Now, sutras like this have confused many people in the past, huh? What? One who is devoted to seclusion. Yeah, so what people thought, okay, now I am going to leave everything and go to Himalayas. Yes, what is this seclusion? Who remembers? Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
Huh? perfect. Being able to withdraw myself from the objects of senses. That is the meaning of seclusion. Yeah? I am in this world with everything and everybody, but still I am untouched. Yes? The shloka in Bhagavad Gita is one who finds silence in activity and activity in silence is the wise one, is a sthita pragya. Yeah? Means I am in this activity, this entire world is activity, people, things, situations, all the drama going on around me. But I have withdrawn myself from this drama and I am established in the self. Yeah, I'm a witness. I do not get involved. Yes, I am like a third person just witnessing everything that is happening. This is seclusion. Do you get it? Yeah? You do not have to run away to the Himalayas or any other mountains. No blue mountains and whatever mountains you said. Yeah? Being in this world, being untouched by this world. Yes? Just keep moving, just keep moving. Yeah? Charitveti, charitveti. Yeah? It's not really important somebody's words, somebody's things, somebody else's car. Yeah? Drop these tendencies of the mind, this raga and dvesha. Yeah? Recognize, oh, this is what my mind indulges in, and do tyaga, surrender, drop. Again and again, with any sutra, with any way, just come back to your center. Yeah? This is seclusion. Yeah? That is what he means by this. And we'll read in the previous paragraphs what he says how our conduct should be. Yeah? Third paragraph. Whatever has to be enjoyed has already been enjoyed. Whatever has to be seen has been seen. What else is there new in this world which a wise man would seek? Yeah. You've seen all this 1,000,000 times before. This is not your first lifetime. Yeah. So if you have all these aspirations, oh, I want to see the Alps in Switzerland and I want to see Aurora Borealis and I want to see that and I want to see this. Yeah, drop. What is there that you have not seen? You have seen all of this. Yeah? Millions of lifetimes you've had. This is not your first lifetime. Yeah? Drop this seeking in the mind. This is a seeking tendency of the mind. One little picture on the internet you see of your friend somewhere. Oh, I want to go here. Oh, you see one little picture of he having one new car or a new house. I want to possess this. Yeah? One new phone in the market. I want this phone only. Yes. Now these are material aspirations. Huh? Now new aspirations people have started. Oh, I want to become a teacher only. Art of living teacher. Huh? New aspirations, what? I want to know Upanishads by heart. New aspirations have started. Yeah? So, observe. This is also material. Art of living teacher, material. Scriptures by heart. What somebody said, I want to now know Sanskrit. Yeah? Material aspiration. All material aspirations. Wake up to this. This is something new that has started happening inside you. Yeah, want to become a Swami or Yogi. Yeah, have a Swami before the name. Material aspiration. Wake up.
Direct or this time?
Yeah, wake up. Now start looking within. Oh, this has started happening to me. This has all started happening to me. New aspirations. Same boat. Yeah. So the moment I recognize, what does a wise one do? Tyaga. Tyakta. If it has to happen, it will happen. If it has to come my way, it will come. Yeah. There is nothing that I am going to feverishly keep running behind in my mind. Tyakta, surrender, drop, let go. Yes. Hence, one should be devoted to one's duty as ordained by the scriptures, having given up all craving for pleasure. Yeah, Tyakta. Adore the saints. This will save you from death. Yeah. Always be very clear, Guruji. Yeah. On the path there will be many more distractions. This path is full of distractions. Guruji has a nice poem also. Yeah, it's called the Guru Mandala. I've spoken about Guru Mandala before. No? Around Guruji, there will be people, there will be this organization, there will be teachers, there will be beautiful people. Yeah, there will be all these policies, procedures, all these courses, and you tend to get stuck somewhere. Yeah. Your focus should be Gurudev. He is in the center. Everything else is around him. That is why it is called a mandala. Yeah, it is around Gurudev. Yeah, your focus should be Guru. That's how you came onto this path. Yes, all for the Guru. But on the way through this mandala to Gurudev, yeah, there are many things that come in the way. Yeah, many attractions that come, many repulsions also that will come. That will push you away from this path. Yeah, politics, things like that you don't like, rules that you do not like. This is all that will push you away. Yeah, and there will be lot of ragas. Yeah, all beautiful apsaras are also there on the middle of the path to lure you back into the material world. Recognize this. Yeah. So you cross them all and you come to Gurudev. That is the poem Guruji has written. Come to me, come to me. Girls and boys, ribbons and toys, cross them all and come to me. And I don't remember ahead. Very nice poem. I'll look for it and send it to you. Yeah? But he keeps saying that you come to me. Yeah? All this Guru Mandala is surrounding the Guru. Never get discouraged by it. Never. Keep your focus on the Guru. That's it. Yeah? Then whatever comes in the way, I am not going to give that any importance. My focus will always be Gurudev. Yep. Yeah. This is called adoring the saints. Yes. If you are one-pointed in your devotion, yeah, for Gurudev, you will cross death 100%. There's no doubt about it. Yeah? In fact, the moment you leave this body, Gurudev will actually hold your hand and take you. Yeah? You are so blessed. But your one-pointedness is required for that. Yes? One-pointed focus. Yes? And it's not one-pointedness in the head, it's actually one-pointedness in the heart. Lots of people do spiritual shopping, Drop the spiritual shopping now, if you're still doing it. Yes. One-pointedness in the heart, and you will get there. You will cross death even. Adhering to the injunctions of the scriptures, one should patiently wait for perfection, which comes in its own time. Again, this is very important. Yeah. On Sunday only, on the Ishavasya Upanishad only, some of you were asking, so much I am doing, but I am not getting there. It will come in its own time. Please have patience. Yes? Same thing, Ashtavakra said, be a dhiraha. Remember? Dhiraha is nothing but patience as well as courage. Both. Same word. Yeah? Be a dhiraha. It will come in its own time. Arrest the downward trend by studying this holy scripture for liberation. Inquire constantly into the nature of truth, knowing that this is but a reflection. What does he mean by this? I am just reflecting in my own head. Na? Yeah. I am thinking, what is the truth? Is it this? What is this? I am trying to understand all this. This is just reflection. Even reading the Yoga Vasistha is just a reflection. A reflection is different from an experience. Are you getting the difference? Yes, reflection is at the level of the mind. Is very superficial. Has got to do with words. Has got to do with logic. Yes, it has got to do with what I see, I remember, I hear or I read. And experience is something that happens to me from within. A reflection is that which happens from outside. Yeah? So an experience is really essential. That is why I always urge you to meditate. Yeah? Regularly. Don't eat one time, but meditate. Take some time off in an entire 24 hours for your own self. Just 15 minutes, close your eyes and go within. Doesn't matter, only 15 minutes, but be with yourself. Yes, you don't know in which magical moment of meditation, yeah, that Satori will suddenly happen. Yeah. But now please, oh, I want that Satori to happen, that is why I close my eyes. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? It's not going to happen. Yeah? No expectations. You just close your eyes because that relaxes me, that drops this tendency of the mind going out and it goes within and I just relax. That's why I close my eyes. Simple. Yes? No expectation. Yeah? Do not be led by others. Only animals are led by others. Yeah? Wake up from the slumber of ignorance. Wake up and strive to end old age and death. Yeah? Does that mean, oh, I am going to be young forever? Is it like that? Getting out of this entire cycle only of birth and death. I am stuck, na? Yes, in the cycle, getting out of that. Yeah? That should be your goal now. Drop these small little petty goals of becoming a millionaire and billionaire and I don't know what. Yeah? Having the most... But somebody told me, you know what is my biggest ambition? But having a room full of the most expensive designer clothes in the world. It's like, okay. That's the biggest ambition in the world. There's nothing bigger than a room full of designer clothes. I said, fantastic. Go ahead. Yeah. Wake up. Look at your aspirations. Yeah. Where are you going, guys? There's one more very beautiful sentence, we went past it. Do not be led by others. Only animals are led by others. Yeah, when we aspire for these things, no? Oh, I want a room full of what? Designer dresses, designer outfits. What is this? Oh, my friend has it. No, that is why I want it. That's the way we get led by others. Have you noticed? Yeah. He has that fame, I want that fame. She owns that company, I also want to be an owner of a company like that. We get led by others in this Maya jal. This is also Maya. Yeah? It is very well planned. You make a business plan, no? This is the plan of Maya, really. So perfectly implemented. Yeah? There is no loophole only you can find in it. They have done it perfectly to kind of trap you. Somewhere you will get trapped.
Maya is a perfect capitalist.
Perfect. Maya is the perfect capitalist. Yeah? You will get trapped in shoes or designer wear or diamonds or in cars or in women or in men. Somewhere you will get trapped. Yeah? So many loopholes, so many obstacles on the way which you have to, kind of jump over. Now, what is that obstacle race? You have to keep jumping over every obstacle that comes your way. Yeah, only a wise one can do it.
And then isn't it easier to just hibernate into Himalayas?
How sweet. See, that is why many people run away. But it's
I'm not
here.
running away, I'm saying hibernate.
Acha, hibernate only. Wish we could do that, no? We would have to be like polar bears. Yeah.
But you still have to come out of the hibernation, and then what do you do?
Then the first thing that will attack Mitesh is hunger.
Actually, while you're saying this, about living this world and being silent and untouched, one, a scene from a movie kind of kept to my mind. It's the Batman movie, the Christopher Nolan version. When he goes to the cave, he's afraid of bats. But finally what happens is, there are a lot of bats flying towards him. He stands up, his eyes are closed, no bat touches him, he just stands there. At that moment, nothing could touch him.
Wow.
Bats were just flying through around him. So when he said that, that's the picture I got, like this world, everything coming to us, like all those bats just coming to us, we just stand and they just go by us. Well, that's the picture that came to mind.
Perfect. Beautiful example. Beautiful
Swami
example.
Prasenjit.
I didn't want the Swami title, by the way.
That's not one of his aspirations. Yeah, so start thinking about these things, huh? Long time you have been in knowledge, you've been listening to the scriptures, you've been doing this homework, but this is really something you need to think deeply. And you'll be like, what are you reading? We know all this, I know it by heart. Yeah, but am I applying this in life? Yes? So start doing your homework, today's homework, seriously. Wealth is the mother of evil. Yeah. Do you understand this? This is really, really important. Ashtavakra said this in Ashtavakra 11. Yeah. How can you be interested in accumulating wealth, O Janaka? Yes, we did that so early on. Yeah, right in the beginning. Yeah. Wealth is the mother of evil. Sense pleasure is the source of pain. This is so simple. Anything that you run after finally becomes painful, na? Even that most beautiful woman in the world, Aishwarya Rai or whatever, Katrina Kaif, whoever. Yeah. The most beautiful woman you go run after, yeah, she becomes your wife. And then after a few days your wife is only pain for you, no? However beautiful she is. Yeah. Every sense pleasure is the same. Everything is the same. That was just an easier way of explaining it. Yeah. Every sense pleasure is the source of pain. Misfortune is the best fortune. Why? When some dukkha comes in life, that is the time when you close your eyes from this world and want to go in. Have you seen? Little bit of dukkha in life really helps you go away from the objects of the world and look within. Yeah? There's a very beautiful story in which all the Pandavas are in the forest, yeah, and Kunti is like, she is in pain, there is no food, all of them have gone away. She was all alone by herself in the hut, and there was utter poverty, there was no food. Yeah, and then in that, despair, she cries, "Oh Krishna, come help us." And immediately Krishna comes. Yeah. And then she is so overwhelmed with love and devotion for Krishna. She says, "If you come only when there is misfortune in life, may there always be misfortune in my life." Yeah. You always move within when there is something bad in life, something sad, when something is going not the way you plan. Yes, that is why it is said misfortune is the best fortune. It helps you move towards the self, helps you move away from this Maya. Yeah. Rejection by all is victory. Again, the same rejection helps you move within. That is why it is victory, victory of the self. Life, honor and noble qualities blossom and attain fruition in one whose conduct and behavior are good and pleasant. Yeah, so I hope you don't fake being a good person in art of living, and the moment you step out of art of living and you are like a devil. Yeah. Introspect, do you do that? Yeah. Homework number 4. Are you faking it here? Just because you're with all spiritual seekers, are you faking it on Sundays when you meet a group of spiritual seekers? Is it that you have a double personality? You're totally, no, what is it called? Split personality. You're a different person altogether with non-art of living people. Is it like that? Homework number 4. You introspect. One who is devoted to seclusion, we spoke about the seclusion, yeah, not being lost in this Maya, and who does not crave for the pleasures of the world which lead to suffering. Yes. So we'll stop here today. You introspect. Really, do you have these qualities? What are you moving towards? Are you still seeking material pleasures, running after wealth and women and things still? Or has spiritual progress or spiritual growth gained priority in your life? Has it become above everything else? Look within yourself. This week is self-introspection week. You've done your exam. You've just done an Ishavasya Upanishad. Yeah, and you've read these 3 pages. This is an entire week of self-introspection. Where am I? Yeah. Look back at your 2 years, 3 years, yeah, however long you've been in this knowledge. Yes. And if you have questions, let me know. Homework will be the next 2 pages. Page 122, page 123. It continues on the same. It's about the same, mostly self-introspection. Yeah? Next week when we meet, we will start with page 124. Okay? And those who have still not sent me their exam, yeah, please send me your exams. Even if it is half complete, it's fine. Just send it to me. Okay? I'll see you next week. Jai Gurudev.